Today's video will be how to successfully run and campaign for Miss Freshman. When I say TU, you comment, you know. TU, you know. Okay, so I'll jump right in. First step, make sure you have a purpose. Why are you running? Why do you want to run? Is it because you want to represent your class? Do you want to serve your community? Do you want to be a friend to your peers? Your purpose really will keep you and push you through this whole process. If you don't have a strong purpose, you won't last. Only the strong survive. But no, seriously, this process is pretty challenging. This campaign is pretty challenging, but I promise you, if you follow my guides to the crown, you will get the crown. You will get it. Anyway, so once you get you a purpose, create you a platform. My platform was let me be your help on your pursuit of excellence. And I would always start off as excellence is defined as the quality of being outstanding or phenomenal. And I I am. And that's how it went. And I mean, it was catchy. Everyone was like, the first thing that always came out of my mouth, it was a statement. Excellence. Defined. And everybody's like, it's Jasmine. And I was like, it's me. And yeah, so once you get you a platform, get you a campaign team. Some people that are going to ride for you, who believe in you, that will put the work in. Make sure you choose your campaign team wisely, because you don't want people who aren't going to work for you and who don't really believe in your message. Once you get a campaign team, pick one person that you really trust and that you think would be could really run your campaign, because I know you're still a college freshman. And you still have classes, and you still have to attend events, so you can make a name for yourself and people can know who you are. So make sure your campaign manager is someone who can dedicate just about as much time as you dedicate to your campaign. Because if not, sis, you're going to need some help. But then next, once you get a campaign manager, get you a slogan. Now you got to have something fire. You have to have something that people like, oh, yes. The previous Miss Freshman before me, she did Sky. Her name was Sky, so point to the sky or something like that. But people always, even I knew it, and I didn't even know her. I wasn't even on campus. But they were like, that is something that we always remember. My slogan was, don't pass on jazz. So when at the speak outs, we have 2 speak outs, an introduction of candidates, and then the pageant. And so at the speak outs, my campaign team was like, don't pass on jazz. Don't pass on jazz. And I was like, don't pass on jazz. And it was on all of my wristbands. That's another thing. Make sure you have campaign material. Make sure your campaign material, everything has your name on it, your slogan, your platform. Make sure it's really nice, really great graphics. I actually did a photo shoot for mine and had someone do a graphic designer do my posters and flyers and my I also had yard signs and different candies and things of that nature. You want to have things that you would want someone to give you if you were campaigning. You don't want to half-step your campaign. Like at Tuskegee, I know votes are 60% and the pageant is 40%. So moving right along, make sure you create a budget. My budget, I didn't have one. Like, literally, did not have one. And I wish I did, because I probably wouldn't spend as much money. But I'm pretty sure I spent close to $500, $600. Do not spend that much money. Please don't. Like, literally, do not spend that much money. But I spent that much money because I was paying for my hair, my nails, I paid for someone to do my makeup for my pageant. I paid someone for, I had to go buy outfits, my campaign materials, a popsicle stand. Because if anybody know anything about Tuskegee, Tuskegee is hot in August. Like hot. Honey, like my wig melted. But no, for real, it's really hot in Tuskegee. So I did a popsicle stand. I think it was a really cool idea. My campaign team was out there. We had music. We was jamming. We was on like in front of Harvey. So as the cars was passing by, they was like, I was like, get your popsicle. You want a popsicle? But vote for me. And like another thing is, make sure you connected with the people you're running for. Like, you do not want to campaign for this and you don't really know who you're running for, like what position you're running for and the people that are going to vote for you. Because how can you represent someone and you don't know them? Like, come on, that ain't cool, sis. Oh, and when you're running, make sure, I ran against 8 other girls. Make sure when you're running that you're being nice to the people that you're running against, because those will potentially be your court. I remember people would tear down signs and stuff. Don't do that. Like, it's no point. That's pointless. Don't be rude. Don't talk about the other people, because they're still your peers and you still have to represent them too if you win. Like, you don't want to be that person. Nobody wants to be that person at all. So, now that we've gotten through that, also remember, if it's for you, it's going to be for you regardless. No one can take away from what God has already set for you. Say it again. No one can take what God has already made for you. If you're supposed to be Miss Freshman, you will be Miss Freshman, okay? No matter what they do. I remember one girl, she came out with a Snapchat filter. And I called my mom. I was like, Mama, I want a Snapchat filter. Like, I want a Snapchat filter. I want a banner. She even had a banner inside the cafeteria, y'all. I was like, dang, she gonna kill me. But it wasn't meant for me to have a banner. And it wasn't meant for me to have a Snapchat filter. Now, if I had it in my budget, if I would have budgeted, I probably would have gotten a banner, because a banner is a really good idea. I'm not gonna lie, that was a good idea. So, if you have it in your budget to do that, do it, because I think it's a really great idea. But remember, don't try to be someone else. Be genuinely you. That's what will set you apart. Being yourself, because people are voting for you because of who you are, not what you do. My favorite quote is, people might not remember what you say, people might not remember what you do, but they will always remember how you make them feel. Always. So make sure you make a really good impression on people. Next, I'm going to go back to when I was talking about being friends with the people that you're running for. And I'm actually going to go to the talent too. Okay, be friends with the people you're running for, because once they become court, I had a first attendant, a second attendant, a first gentleman, a second gentleman, and my Mr. Freshman. Me and my Mr. Freshman, I think he was really great. He was a really great guy. And I think he was a really great Mr. Freshman. He was really cool. He was a really cool person. And he still is a really dope person. Like, shout out to you, Hassan. But make sure you make a really good relationship with people and learn to work well with others, because if not, your court is going to be awful. And people are going to know you and be like, know your court and be like, y'all ain't even all that. My court, we was the best looking. Yes, make sure you have a really good relationship with your court. Next, we're going to move along to the pageant portion. The pageant. So the pageant is, at Tuskegee, is comprised of a business category, a Fried Chicken Wednesday.
Whether she is on the hill, heading to class, or grabbing a bite to eat in the cab, Jasmine is always ready for the runway. Tonight, she is showing us how to move about the campus in a floral jumper that allows her to move with ease. In earth tones, paired with new heels and the always necessary floppy front hair, Jasmine is ready to go in the pursuit of excellence.
All right, Jazz.
Your contestant number 2.
Category, or is it Fried Chicken Wednesday? Casual. I think it's casual. Casual wear. Well, at Tuskegee, we don't wear casual. You don't wear no casual. You have to be dressed for the gods, honey. You have to step, sis. If you ain't stepping, sis, don't get your butt on that stage. And make sure everything is appropriate, too. You have to remember, like, you're on a stage and you're in a pageant, so you got to make sure that your outfits aren't too revealing. You have to make sure the skirts go a little bit below the knee, because I know Tuskegee is very traditional, so everything we do is very traditional. We are a stickler for tradition. So if you can be outside the box, but make sure you're very conservative and you're not revealing too much, because that's not gonna sit well with the judges. Also, they will give you a topic in the speech. Make sure your speech is really good and you believe what you say. I actually memorized my speech. I suggest you memorize everything. I know at several speak outs, I memorized my speeches and stuff, and I actually moved from the podium, and my voice travels, so I didn't have a mic. Like, during my talent, for my talent, I did a dramatization of button poetry. I found this thing. It's called Hide Your Shea Butter. Girl, when I say hide your shea butter, hide your coconut. Hey, watch it. You're receiving emails. When you invite your white friends over, hide your shea butter, hide your coconut oil. It's not that we don't trust white people. It's just that you believe that my black looks better on you. It's not that you just take what we create. It's that it always gets lost in translation. I say Bantu knife, you give me mini bun. I say cornrows, you give me boxer braids. With no more. You know what? We're carrying our bags. And we are leaving white people to be creative on their own.
Yes, ma'am.
Still your blackness. My dramatization was amazing. I don't think I said dramatization right. I mean dramatization. But yeah, so make sure your talent is really cool. Like, do something dope. Like, you don't have to praise dance. Honestly, I'm not a fan of praise dancing because it's kind of hard to say no to God. You can do praise dancing. I think if you do it, do a really good one. I really commend Joy Chinoquack. She's our second attendant to Miss Tuskegee now, 2019-2020 school year, although 2020 kind of lasted for like 20 seconds. But anyway, she did a really good praise dance, and she actually incorporated the students on campus in her talent. I think her talent was phenomenal. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Make sure your talent is something that you like to do. Be unique. Be creative. I've seen a girl do makeup on stage, and it was really cool. Like, one girl, she did makeup on stage through it. Not this pageant, but another pageant. But yes, and make sure your outfits are really cool. We also did a question and answer, so really practice question and answers. I think mine was, what inspired you, who inspired you to be a chemical in your field, or something like that. And Madam C.J. Walker, Miss Sarah Breedlove, is my inspiration. I love that woman. Like, love her. Like, literally, she inspired me. Her determination and her determination to just exceed and break all expectations, to do what she wanted to do, to stick to her gut and to do her own thing, and to set herself apart in a time period when black people were not promoted to be smart. We just got out of slavery then. She was born the first black woman in her first person in her family to be free and to be a millionaire. This lady was on fire. Sis was hard. She was so fire. Like, sis was everything. Like, I want to be sis. I'm gonna become everything just like her, and I hope I can, make her proud, although that's kind of weird, but I want to be just like Madam C.J. Walker. So catch her actually on Netflix. I'm gonna do a video on Netflix reviews, but catch her TV show, not her TV show, but her documentary series. It's called Self-Made, Madam C.J. Walker. So catch that on Netflix if you don't know anything about her, and then do a little research on it. Like, she was really a hard worker, and I inspired to be just like her. So so just make sure you're really comfortable with question and answer. You're gonna need a pageant wear, like actual ball gown dress. Mine was this black ball gown dress that I wore for prom. It was actually too big once I wore it the second time, which is crazy because I thought I was really small. I had lost a lot of weight my freshman year. But yes, just make sure and stay true to yourself and stay positive. Do not let this process overwhelm you. It is very challenging. It is so challenging. But get you a support system, a really good support system, because literally that is the only way you're going to make it through. I mean, if I could just thank all of the people that helped me through the way, they really helped me. And make sure you have a plan, like literally have a plan, write this out, make a vision board on it, because you're really going to want to make sure you're organized, because remember, this is your first semester of college. And a lot of things happen your first semester of college. I was in a car accident my first semester. I was rear-ended by an 18-wheeler. I had to juggle being a chemical engineer major. I had one of the hardest chemistry professors in my life. You guys, you have to. And on top of that, I was in a relationship my first year of college. Don't do that. Girl, do not have a relationship at all. It ain't worth it, sis. At all. If I could tell myself back then to leave that no good dude alone, I would. I would be like, run for the hills, girl, because it ain't worth it. But anyways, just make sure you plan this out well and stay on top of your schoolwork. Don't let this overwhelm you where you don't stay on top of your schoolwork. And that's all I have today. Can I get another TU? You know. Okay. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video on to any college girl freshmen that you know considering. And if you're considering to go to Tuskegee and you want to run for Miss Freshman, let me know. Tell me. Comment below. Comment below. And if you want to run for Miss Freshman and you need some more tips and some more in-depth information, let me know. I'm so open and so friendly and ready to help, because I wished someone would have told me everything. But it's so much fun. I'm gonna this next video, the next thing you see will be pictures of me in my court and some videos of me in the parade and stuff like
Of being outstanding or phenomenal. I am Jasmine McCullum, a chemical engineer major from the I proudly stand on the platform of pursuit of excellence. I am your contestant number 2.
I am Jasmine McCullum, a freshman chemical engineer major from the rockin' city of Tupelo, Mississippi.
What's up, y'all? My name is Ramsey McKinstry. I'm a junior environmental science major. That's about the matter.
How often do you shower?
I shower at least 3 times a day, but if it's hot outside in the summertime, I hit you back and forth.
Hey, 2 do it, but like you said, if it's hot, you better go more than 2. I say 4.
It's so hard.